What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Man, I did some trucking today. I must say, I did some trucking today. One of the things that me and some of my other trucking buddies, what we talk about is we say it's days that you're going to have to display why you have a CDL. Every day isn't going to be a day where you can just hold the steering wheel. You know, you're going to have those days where you got to show them that, you know, they don't just hand these things out. You know what I'm saying? And even more so when you're driving a hood. So this morning, I got up and I said I was going to leave about 8. I said I was going to make it to the place I was delivering at early. So that way I had time to untarp. And by the time my appointment rolls around, boom, I'm already untarped. I'm unstrapped. All that good stuff. Got all my stuff put away. All I got to do is drive in. They lift it. Boom, we out of here. Dispatch calls. Well, no, he texted. He said, "Hey, no delivery address." So I was a little confused because I was like, is he talking about, is this the delivery address for the load that I'm going to pick up, or is it the delivery address for the load that I got? So I hit back, for my current load. He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. So I went on. So the good thing about that particular thing is that the location where the new delivery location was like 5 miles away from where I was picking up my next load. So I was like, oh man, this is dope. So he called me back. He was like, yeah, so they got you locked in for 12. I'm like, 12, man, I'm gonna be here at 10. I was like, all right, cool. He said, just pull up, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I get there, talk to the lady at the desk, the receptionist. She's like, oh, well, I guess they were speaking about the broker. It was like, he didn't think you were gonna get here this soon, you know, but just, they didn't make you tarp it, did they? I was like, yeah, because I was going to the other location and they wanted me to tarp it. She's like, oh, yeah, that sucks. But you go out there and tarp it, you know, we'll get you unloaded. So I got untarped, whoop-de-woo, got unloaded. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out, because I'm like, you can't drive around the building. And so I asked one of the guys, he's like, hey man, you just drive down there, man. We got the other gate, you know, got the gate open on the other end. I'm like, all right, cool, fine. I bag up, go down there, it's a dumpster. I'm like, man, I can't make this turn. So I see, I guess the yard foreman or whatever like that. You can tell how someone, like the temperament that someone has based on their hand movements. So when the Joker got it bent like this and doing like this, that temperament is like, he chewing you out. He chewing you out. He did that a couple times, and the guy on the forklift, which wasn't the guy that I asked about getting out, he came down. He said, hey man, I'm gonna move the dumpster out the way, because the dumpster was literally in the way. He moved the dumpster. I cut the turn a hair too short, and the trailer was about to hit. I said, oh man, I might not be able to get out of here. So I had to wiggle around. And like I said, when you're driving a hood, especially the turn radius. So I'm not in a Cascadia where I can just push it to the limit and then do it. So I literally had no room to spare when I set up to come back out of there again. I looked at the trailer tire, it cleared the obstacle, and we got on up out of there. So I was like, okay, all right, cool. So the place that I picked up at, they're usually slow. I went in there. I was like, dang. I called. They was like, yeah, come on around and get loaded. I'm like, oh man, I'm 2 for 2 today. I got a different delivery. I got some extra money for taking it to the extra spot. I got unloaded 2 hours before the scheduled appointment. I get right in here and get loaded. I said, man, I just might make it home today. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, this day is going too smooth. I mean, it's going too smooth. It's going too smooth. I mean, I got to not Tyler. Yeah, it's right outside of Tyler. I had stopped at Texas Best in a while because I hadn't come 20 East in a while. So I said, man, it's during the day, man. Let me stop over here and get I'm gonna go ahead and get a rib plate, man. A rib sandwich plate, man. Over here at the Shell. Sat down and ate it. Shoot. Sat down and ate it. So I'm driving. I'm like, man, gonna make it home. We're gonna be late, but we gonna make it to the house. I mean, I gotta stop and get some diesel, but we looking good. We are looking good. I hop in the Helmer lane past a truck. I'm looking my 15 seconds ahead. I'm like, that traffic like it stopped up there on 20, man. It stopped, and somebody in front of me turned their four-ways on. So I said, darn it, traffic stopped. I don't know what the traffic was stopped in that particular area was, for. So now I hear somebody on the CB. Yeah, they got 20 closed right at the state line between Texas and Louisiana. I said they got 20 closed. So I look on my phone, look on my map while we sitting in traffic, and I'm like, oh man, it is red. And then when I get to Shreveport, I usually like to get on 220 because if anybody traveled through Shreveport, the roads are bad. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna get on 220. I get up on 220. 220 is blocked. They had an accident. A guy on the CB said I came through there this morning and I had to cut off. It's like 4 o'clock now. So if he came through during the morning, they've been working on it all day. So I said, God darn it. I said, well, I'm going to go to Marshall. I'm going to get on 59 South. I'm going to catch 79 to come back up into Greenwood, right? Because I'm looking at the map. I'm like, all right, 20 is in the red, and US 80, which a lot of truckers hopped off on, it's in the red. So I'm going to hop on 79. 79 was in the red, but I'm like, it's in the red because it's a light right there. And I'm sure there's quite a few trucks on that road, but it's not as many trucks on that road and there's traffic on that road as it is on people that's going to 80, right? So I get there and I said, that's it, man. We not making it home. I mean, I made it up in my mind yesterday that I wasn't gonna make it home, so I wasn't that disappointed. And I had made, I was all right. So then my tuner was supposed to come today. It came. It came and it left. I checked the status of the tracking the package. They was like, man, we missed you today because we needed a signature on it. Nobody was home, so we're gonna deliver it the next business day, which is on Monday. I said, come on. Because my wife had to go to a family funeral today, so she wasn't at home. I was like, come on, man. Monday, don't y'all deliver Saturday? So she's not at home, so they left some type of number that I can input in and I can see. I mean, they might deliver it tomorrow, or they might just do it Monday. But I don't know. It just said next business day, Monday. So I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I have a load I'm picking up Monday, and I can come back through by the house. And I'm gonna only be about 500 some odd miles because the load is delivering on on Wednesday. So I said, well, if they don't deliver it tomorrow, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give them a location to drop it off. I'm going to pick it up Monday. I'll probably stay at the house Monday night and get up and drive Tuesday to where I got to go and drop it out Wednesday, because I've been doing the 1 week out and 1 week in. So I've been basically, but I'm probably going to do 2 weeks out and then come back in. So yeah, man, that just crushed me, because I'm like, dang, man, I was like, at least I get my tuner, put my tuner in, and I get to see how it do. Cause I got some shingles, and I know I'm gonna be going on a little hilly road. Nah. So now this throws me off, because I was planning on changing my oil Sunday, but since I'm not gonna get home till tomorrow, I don't want to run the risk of running recap next week, because even though I think I got some pretty good hours, I want to be open, right? I want to be open. But the crazy thing about it is, I'm figuring it's 8 o'clock right now. So I get home, I get up at 6. I probably make it home about 8, maybe 9. So obviously my time won't be back until 7 o'clock Monday night. And I have an 8 a.m. appointment for Monday. So I'm going to Home Depot. So say, for instance, if I left at 7, I'm probably about 3 hours away. If I left at 7, I probably make it down there about 10, and my time will be back at 8. I won't miss nothing like that. And that's what I'm thinking about doing, because just for the simple fact, even though I know that I'm gonna be driving all day Tuesday, and I know that I said I was gonna try to come back home to get the, to pick the tuner up, but it's just the fact that, like, man, I need to get my oil changed. So now I gotta figure out what I want to do, because Monday I could just go by the TA and get the oil changed, and I gotta get a trailer inspection and stuff like that, so I could do all that Monday when I come back. But I don't want to put too much on, I don't want to put too much on the plate. And then tomorrow I got something untruck related to do. So I just knew. I just said, man, it's just going too smooth, man. It's like cake right now. But anyway, man, I've stopped over here at a nice little spot over here in Louisiana, man. It looks nice. I've never stopped over in this area before. And I was hoping I probably could have drove a little bit further and actually made it somewhere where my wife probably could have came and got me tonight. I could have went home, but it ain't worth it. It is what it is. Part of trucking. But anyway, I'm gonna get back with y'all, man. I most definitely am going to, when I do get the tuner and plugged up and get it everything done, I'm gonna give a review of how it's doing, because if I can't, like I said, if I don't get it tomorrow and I can't see how it does with the shingles, I'm picking up a coil Monday, and I'm going up right outside of St. Louis, so I can at least see how it does, going up there. So like I said, if I don't get it tomorrow, then I'll make sure that I'm going to get it Monday, even if I have to put the location that I want them to drop it off at, and I go get it myself, like that. So anyway, man, y'all be safe, man, and I'll get back with y'all good people later.